Hey everyone, so a bit of a surprise. This is my mom's new car. It's a 2017 Volkswagen Golf S with an automatic transmission. The Jetta needed about $3,000 worth of work, so we finally got sick of the repair bills mounting, so we ended up just getting a cheap lease on a new car for the next couple of years, and then probably next time around she'll step back up into a more performance-oriented model. But this still has a much higher quality interior than the Jetta. It's got more power than most Jettas, because most Jettas have the 1.4. Now this is still the 1.8 liter turbo. So just do a quick walk around. This was pretty much the only automatic Golf that was around that wasn't a sport wagon. She just wanted kind of the cheapest one that we could get her into for the next couple of years. Not really a huge deal. We can live with no all-wheel drive and a little bit less cargo compared to the sport wagon. But it's fine. I mean, it's really a very high quality car. I just got back from driving it for the first time and I really like it. The only thing I don't really like about it is the fact that it has Smarties for wheels, and that's a joke that Jeremy Clarkson used on Richard's red BMW 8 Series that they got when they were doing their cheap luxury coupe comparison. So the wheels are really tiny. They're 15-inch wheels. They're Continental, Pro Contact TXs. I haven't memorized the tire size yet. Here it is. It's 195, 65, R15. So 15-inch alloy wheels, but at least you do get four-wheel disc brakes. So front and rear disc brakes is great. Just normal black exterior. You can see you got your halogen headlights. So pretty standard issue there. Volkswagen emblem. You do still get turn signal indicators on the mirror. This one has a normal key, so there's no smart key. However, one nice added feature about this Golf is it does have the chrome exhaust tips, which is $100 and something option. So that kind of dresses it up a little bit. Sorry, the trunk lid's kind of streaked. We were playing around with the rear wiper washer thing. As long as we're back here, just push the Volkswagen emblem as long as the car is unlocked. This is also where the rear camera hides. Decent amount of cargo space back there. You just fold the rear seats down. This parcel shelf's removable. Does not fit underneath here. It does in the sport wagon, but not in the standard Golf. Where you just lift these little hooks off on each side, and it just pops right out. And then you can, on each side here, just fold the rear seats down. I'll try to show you in here where the rear view camera lives. It pops out electronically, so it stays clean. But you can see it's, I think it hides behind this little flap here. See the little spring there? So the rear view camera pops out of there, so you never have to clean it, so that's kind of cool. You do hear a little actuator noise when you put the car in reverse, and then when it goes boop, and goes away again as you start to pull forward. So that's that. TSI badge. Fuel cap. Just push it when it's unlocked. Basically the exact same fuel cap my S3 has. A little holder right here. Put that in, and put it in properly with my dominant hand. There we go. Nicely integrated, and I like how the fuel cap on the Golf matches the exact same angle as the lines on the body, so it's all symmetrical. It looks nice. Interior looks great. Just have the parking lights on now. Starting with the door, you can get this really nice looking brushed metal trim. This is all padded cloth. It's not just cloth on top of hard plastic, there's a padding behind it. I think all the windows are automatic up and down. I know at least the front two are. I haven't tried the back two yet. Full cloth lining in the door panel, which is great. It does still have power recline. Adjust the seat height up and down. And that is the lever for fore and aft adjustment. In the rear seat, you do not get skimped back here. Same deal, same trim, same padded cloth, and same cloth in the door. And you also get a rear seat armrest with cup holders, which is great to see on the S model, and rear AC vents. So decently equipped for a base model. You don't even get a crappy steering wheel. You get a leather-wrapped steering wheel, and it even has paddle shifters. And cruise control, volume adjustment, track forward and backward. This is your trip computer controls for the multifunction display here, so it does have a full trip computer. Nice piano black trim. Normal headlight controls with the panel dim. You have a storage compartment here. There's no sunroof on the S, and these are not heated cloth seats, so we did give up that, unfortunately. Tilt telescopic steering column adjusted right here. Nice piano black trim on these stocks, which is nice to see on an S model. Over here for the wiper controls, pretty standard affair for the Volkswagens. If anyone who's familiar with that, won't have any issue with that. There's little quarter windows here, and tweeters are here. I haven't really played with the stereo too much, so I won't go too in-depth with the infotainment system, but it's the standard Volkswagen one with the proximity sensor right here. I'll turn the car on in a sec, but in terms of sound quality, I haven't played with it yet. I think it's a nicer stereo than the Jetta has, the new current Jetta. 6-speed automatic. You toggle back and forth for drive and sport, just like in an Audi and some other Volkswagen models. A nice real handbrake with a piano black finish on it. 12-volt outlet, and in here are some keys. And there's a 12-volt, not 12-volt, it's an aux input jack and one USB port in there. And this feels nice when you open it. Got nice damped action to it. No clicking. These controls feel nice to use. Everything moves nice and smooth. These buttons feel good here. These are where the heated seats would be, and these are where the displays would be for the temperature if the car had dual zone climate control, which in the US market is only an SEL feature. Manual dimming mirror, map lights, and hey, guess what? The first Volkswagen we've ever had that has room for my sunglasses up here. The Mark V has a really, really small sunglasses holder, so it's pretty awesome that we finally have one that's big enough. And actually, my Audi S3 doesn't even have a sunglasses holder in the top. And it's based on the same MQB architecture, so that's kind of cool. Good sized glove box. It's damped, but it's not lined. That is one thing we gave up on the Mark V. But so it's just hard plastic. But it's not bad. That's where all your multimedia stuff is. Let me see if I can turn the lights on so you can see a little better. Maybe it has to be an accessory mode. I'll play with the keys later. But anyway, you got an SD card input, and that's where your CD slot is. It is an air-conditioned glove box as well. You can't really see it, but you just have to twirl that little wheel, and that turns on the AC. Basic stuff like that. Your armrest here adjusts for different heights, and it slides in and out, which is kind of cool. So you can ratchet it up to different heights. Of course, it's crashing into the e-brake right now, so slight design fault there. But anyway, but that's only when it's out all the way. This is not part of the car. This is actually from a 1999 Ford Contour. Mom uses it as a good change holder, and it kind of... We loved our Ford Contour, so this is the little part of the Contour that lives with us in every single car that my mom has. Here's the Windows sticker. It has 170 horsepower and 199 pound-feet of torque. But you can kind of see it's got a few of the little miscellaneous options. Otherwise, it's pretty much just a standard S model, but it does include the monster mats, which I haven't showed you yet. We haven't unpackaged those. The chrome exhaust tips, like I mentioned, the luggage and roadside assistance, security logs, all that crap. Total MSRP $22,445, 29 mpg combined, 25 city, 35 highway. So nice and fuel efficient. I will snag the Volkswagen Switchblade key and start her up. VW badge. And it's a little awkward because the blade folds out this way, which I'm not used to. I'm used to the blade twisted this way. So it's a little awkward if you're not used to putting a key in with that parallel. But it's not the end of the world. Put your foot in the brake and it'll say welcome to Volkswagen, and you have that on there. Just flick to start. I'll put the headlights on so you can see the gauges a little bit better. All the lights in here are white. That's the change on the Mark 7 platform. The Audi S3 is still red for 2015 and 2016, but the 2017's moved to the white interior lighting. Actually, let's take this opportunity to find out if these are full auto up-down. Yep, good. So auto up-down on all four windows. Heated mirrors as well. I forgot to mention the power mirrors are up here in the door locks. So that turns the heated mirrors on. They fixed this switch. If you're familiar with the Mark V switch, it feels like you're going to break the switch every time you turn the heated mirrors on. This is much smoother. So there's your heated mirrors, and with the turn signal indicators, you can see it from the inside. What else? So trip computer functions. The The big menu changes are the silver buttons on each side. You can scroll from your compass, audio, telephone, vehicle status, and driving data. Driving data is basically the trip computer. So I'll just cycle through what's in the trip computer. So that's from the last trip that we took, just down there a little bit. So I think this car will be pretty fuel efficient. It's instant mileage, oil temp, speedometer, average speed since start, distance, travel time, fuel range, and then back to the economy screen. Phone controls are all here. This is the larger trip computer screen that you can go through. You'll see the proximity sensors go off when I come closer to it. This bar down here gets bigger. So there's your different, controls there. Main menu, you can either swipe or you can scroll. I prefer to scroll with the wheel. So you can go into all these different settings here. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so that's nice. And then these are just the express features for all these things here. It's pretty intuitive and easy to use. For example, here's what the radio screen looks like. If you hit tune, you can just kind of scroll it like that. And use it kind of wherever you want it. And then it'll go away eventually. And you'll see the proximity things come on up in a bit, or maybe not. Okay, there we go, see. Alright, so let's go to band, and you can change it to... maybe this doesn't have satellite radio. Oh, wait a minute, yeah, I think it does. Hold on a sec. Yeah, here's satellite radio. Do a quick audio test here. You want to savor every moment slowly, slowly. Now we have to actually select it, okay. A total eclipse of the heart. Okay, so it seems a little better than the old Jetta and the new Jetta, but I'll play around with it a little bit more. So yeah, that's just a quick look at the new Golf. I really like this car. And you guys know I'm kind of a trim level snob, but the Golf is just so much nicer than the Jetta. I don't even care. I love this car. It's beautifully made. I like the way it drives. It's plenty peppy enough. Steering's pretty good. I mean, you can tell it's slower than the Wolfsburg. When I say the Wolfsburg, I'm referring to my mom's old car, which was basically a 2010 GTI. Golf Wolfsburg, Jetta Wolfsburg. Wow, I can't even talk. 2.0T DSG. It's got almost as much torque, but you can tell when you're stepping on it that it's obviously a slower car. And the 6-speed automatic is pretty good. It shifts a little slowly. I'll drive it a little bit more in sport mode after it's broken, and the car has very few miles on it. It's only got 49 miles on it right now. But it's plenty perking up. I do like it better than the 1.4. This one seems to deliver its power a little bit more evenly, at least to me. Even though everyone seems to think the 1.4 is awesome. And it really is. It's very quiet. It's very smooth. It doesn't feel like a crappy, cheap car engine. But I just think this one feels a little bit smoother and it's a little bit more robust feeling in terms of the power delivery and its linearity. So I do prefer the 1.8. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy with this car. It's just a cheap 3-year lease. We'll get probably a little bit more high-performance car next time. But this is just the budget saver for now. So thanks for watching. I'll definitely make more videos of it. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Thanks for watching, and like I said, more to come.